I'm Rick, and I want to talk about how I build a three-piece handle for an end handle spear gun. I do it in three pieces because I can have different angles for the grain, which means that it's strong in two different dimensions. It also looks good. There's a centre spine, and there's side plates. I start off with my stencil. The shape of my stencil has evolved considerably over the years, and the shape that it is now is one that I found out that works, fits my hand and works. The first piece to cut is the centre spine. I use timber 18mm thick. Using a pencil, I scribe the outline on a piece of timber. The grain should run crosswise on the handle and longwise on the trigger guard. I cut carefully close to the line, just on the outside of it. The next thing to do was to cut the side plates, or if you're a gunsmith or a knife maker, you'd probably call them the scales. The side plates can be anywhere from 5 to 15mm thick. It just depends how fat you want to make your handle. The side plates don't extend far onto the trigger guard at all. You can cut them from a narrow strip of wood. This time, you want the grain running the length of the handle, longwise. Same cutout procedure. And then you end up with your three pieces. The next job is to stick them together. This handle's for my own use, so I use polyurethane glue. Then I clamped it all up nice and solid and left it overnight. Remove the glue, clean it up, and you've got the handle in the square. I use a 1/2-inch round over bit to take off the corners. It saves a little bit of grunt work. And on a thin handle, that's probably all you need. But on a fatter handle, you might want to cut more out to make it fit your hand better. Adds to the wow factor. I start with a rasp, move on to a cheese cutter, and then finalise with a piece of 80 grit sandpaper. The handle needs to be securely jointed to the stock. I glue the handle to the stock, then I drill holes and I insert dowels. One through the top of the stock and one up through the trigger guard. If the gun's for me, I'll use polyurethane glue. If it's for somebody else, I'll use epoxy. So there you go. That's how I do handles for an end handle. I do a different way for a mid handle though, but that can be the subject of another video.